Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Hobby Hotline. This is episode 164. I'm your pal Val. Join me this morning, Victor and Brody. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, guys, and good morning, hobby hotliners.
What's up,
Yes,
guys? Yeah, good morning, everybody.
you can join the show. I'll put the link in the chat. We'd love for if you have a question. Naturally, you can put it in the comments. If you want to come on, you can as well. Would love it. You can do audio or audio video. Up to you. Don't make you feel like you have to do video, but let me grab that link. Let's see. Also, 18 days till the national, gentlemen.
Amazing. That sounds good.
Yes, super excited. More info, I guess, is coming out about the autograph lineup. I don't know if you guys do the autographs at all. I have not. Actually, the one time I did go or try to get autograph was for Tom Seaver back in Cleveland, but he was sick or couldn't make it. So I got my refund for that. But I have a 1969 Mets ball, and the sweet spot's open. They had a reunion for the '69 Mets, and long story short, but got that. So I was gonna get Tom Seaver to sign on the sweet spot, and like I said, didn't make it. So I've never got an autograph at the National.
No, the same thing with Big Poppy last year because he was like the huge guy because he was pretty expensive, which he should be, but he had to cancel. I remember too.
It's been about a few years for me. I think the last autographs I got at the National was Juan Marichal and Raleigh Fingers. Got them to sign on their rookie cards.
Nice. I got Dominique Wilkins at the 2018, Cleveland. So, and he was only like $40, which I thought was a pretty good deal for how good of a player he was.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's definitely some bargains, you know, on the list. So then you have the mega stars. So, but good morning to everybody in the chat. Texas Card Dude, DR. We'll get to you your question in a second. Sports Card Show. Amy, we had a question or in this morning. Good morning. Oh, let me post it up there so I can put it there. So, good morning. Quick question: what advice would you give someone who wants to launch a hobby channel in the next 60 days? I would say, and I've heard this before, is just to start. It will you will work the kinks out and make it better as it goes on. But I think the biggest thing is why 60 days. I'm not sure. I would maybe bump it to 30 days or something. But
Yeah, Dr. I kind of feel I feel you. I was you for a long time. It took me actually 3 years. I was contemplating making a channel, and I just kept procrastinating. And I ended up finding a couple of pro YouTubers. Sean Cannell, I believe, is one on Think Media, and I was just started consuming his content, kind of learning the ropes of it all. But even after learning the ropes, I was still hesitant on finding the courage, right? Finding the courage to just press record. And once I overcame that obstacle, well, it just things just kind of took off, and I ended up, some of you just got to press record and go, man. It's one of them things where you just kind of you figure it out as you go, and you always have the liberty and the control to delete certain videos. I know my first few videos, some of them were pretty brutal. But I went back in over time, and I ended up deleting a couple of them just because they were so badly produced. But they're not really badly produced if you're learning, right? And that's all. That's all just part of the process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think, like Val said, I think you just say go for it and do it, start it, and it'll get easier. It's like the same thing as like setting up a booth or something. It's just gonna, as you're selling, it's just gonna keep getting easier, and you'll learn more about how to do it. Um, if you can edit, that's great too. Can edit some cool intro or something. But I think another thing too is to do it not, you don't have to do it daily, but at least like couple times a week, I think. Even if it's short, even if it's nothing crazy, even if it's a 5-minute video, just get something up there and try to grow it. More videos will help grow it.
Yeah, I say just start, but I wanted to do one for a while, but I didn't think people would just want to hear me talk. So it took me a little bit to find a great co-host in Jason and Jason Martin, and so we just started, but we weren't necessarily consistent with because of schedules and everything else. But then, worked on becoming more consistent and brought Logan on, and like I said, it's been morphing and got a format now that our show is turned into. But again, it was a process. So, but plenty of room, for a niche podcast video show like NASCAR Radio, and then you have others with broad subjects. So I think it just started and would awesome for more people getting into the hobby. So
Another thing I would add, Dr, is just you won't regret it, man. You'll have a ton of fun, and it's a blast. Just do it.
Yeah.
Do not go broke buying things for it though, and that's definitely good point on that. If you're trying to, I guess I that's one of the things we don't really do on NASCAR Radio is buy an open product to showcase. There's just so much content out there that you can work on than trying to doing box breaks or whatever. But not to say you can't, but
I just started with my cell phone. That really was literally it. And in over time, if it's something you want to continue doing and you want to tweak it a little bit, but those are the things like you learn along the way. But you don't have to start off with all this fancy equipment. Just place yourself in front of a light and have a cell phone, and you're good to start.
Yeah. Yeah, I use my phone for my videos too. All I did with my last video was do a couple baseball blaster boxes, and I'm going to post it soon. Just got to do a little editing because an alarm went off during it and it stopped for some reason. There's where you get the editing part. You'll learn that too.
Dr, I'm wondering, what's your topic? What's your? I know it's cars, but do you have a specific direction you want to go?
Yeah, you're gonna open stuff. You're gonna talk about stuff. Show PC.
I'll say when we started the podcast, I used freeconferencecall.com, and so there's a way to so Jason would call in and I could call in, and then you could record the audio, whatever, and then save it and then bring it as an MP3 and then edit if you need to, and then put it up on one of the podcasting things. So that's how I got started. So you don't have to buy a great microphone or whatever. You can just make it work and just start. Like I said, you'll learn through the whole process. So no one expects the ABC CBS type video right off the bat. So
I remember going to the 2019 National, and there was a bunch of YouTubers, content creators that were meeting at the National, and I wasn't a content creator, but it was open invitation. Anybody can come. So I ended up going to that meet and greet. And I remember that was like my main question to the guys there, hey, I'm thinking about starting a channel. What do you think? And I left with so much confidence in that night, a lot of encouragement, and because I surrounded myself with good people, and I ended up talking with Eric from Those Back Pages. And I remember him, he actually pulled me aside and he says, wait a minute here. And he pulled me aside and had a one-on-one with me. And he literally like put his hands on my shoulders and encouraged me how important it was for me to start my own YouTube channel, if that's something that I was wanting to do. And I left that National, I left that meet and greet just on fire, man, ready to start a YouTube channel. So we will be having another meet and greet this year. You don't have to be a content creator. All are welcome. And if I don't know exactly the I know it's on Thursday, but I don't know exactly where. But that's some information that we can definitely get to everybody if that's something they want to do.
Yes,
Yeah.
good, great information. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Good morning, everybody else who joined. Kamikaze Sports Card Hybrid. That 70s card show.
Is Texas Card Dude stirring the nest already?
Yeah, he's already.
No dad jokes today. Please give me a break one time.
All right, so DR looks like follows up. So in my past profession, I was a professor that had been selling on eBay for the past 25 months. So my plans was to blend eBay personal collection updates and lessons learned and questions for the future. Yeah.
I think that's cool. I think showing personal collection stuff is really cool. Mail days, stuff like that. A lot of times gets attraction, especially when people know what your PC and stuff is. And you can even now on YouTube, you can do shorts asking like a question. It could be they're like uh, under 60 seconds, and then you could just do a short asking a question or something like that.
So I used to have a family LCS in the 90s. So just going to map out 10 to 15 topics, flush them out, record them, and release twice a week. Yeah. I think consistency is like you were saying, Brody, even if it's something short, it doesn't have to be a long. That's one of the things about with NASCAR radio. It's about an hour and 15 minutes. I feel like it's too long, but you have the content. It's just
Mhm.
you know so if you do
You got
short, long, whatever, but good, Victor.
you got to show John's comment. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, John, you're killing me, man. You're killing me.
Yeah, Eric is definitely one of the good ones there.
Yes, he is.
Don't do rookie cards either. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah. And we all have our niches and everything else, and it's just kind of like, yeah, it's like with our super niche there with NASCAR radio and F1 and stuff. You really have to enjoy it. So
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Any other comments or anything else? I guess we saw the information about Tops. I guess switching gears, Tops with that auto, that apparently was not authentic out of I heard like a $2,000 product or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, both on card too, which is so you can definitely tell that it was signed by the same person because Randy Arena's autograph is crazy, and this time he just signs it Randy or like they both. You could just tell their handwriting is like the exact same.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Topps did follow up on it and said that they're going to either anybody that got that card, they're going to either send another box of definitive or a card that's in that same range of value. So they're definitely making up for it, which is good to see. I don't know if I think the ones I saw were to 35. I don't know, like if you got the 1 of 1, if they would give you a case. I don't even know, but they would probably give you something even crazier. That might be a chase card now in definitive because you're going to get another box or some crazy card.
Yeah, I haven't seen who the players were, but with Topps Fanatics, I was going to show you this here. We've been kind of talking about on the show, and I don't know if it's Topps Fanatics, if just the sheer volume of products and stuff, but we were talking on our show. We had seen the description online. I didn't check this morning, but this was the description for the 2022 Topps Turbo F1 Turbo Attacks. It's like a game, kind of like the match attacks for soccer. And this year, so it's featuring over 300 cards to collect with more limited editions, including ultra rare LEs, limited editions, more parallels, and for the first time, autograph cards from all the drivers. So we were super pumped for this description. It was in the pre-sale. Like I said, this description I believe is still out there. But autograph cards turns out to be facsimile autograph cards.
Hmm.
So, for a company that's been around for 70 years, I don't know how that description fits in there, or they called it autograph style cards. So a word's been left out in this description.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, making excuses for Tops, whatever, but so between this and the autograph card here, I don't know if they've got too much going on and not enough people paying attention, but
That's weird.
and of course none of them have popped up, so I don't know if these signature styles are super rare or if they haven't been put in the products yet or what. But it's kind of weird that the product's been out for 2 to 3 weeks now and haven't seen any for sale listed. But
So that's our. Did we move on from topics, or are those the two topics that you're introducing?
well, I'm just throwing it out there for
Okay.
Tops and like I said, some of these mess ups right here in a row.
Yeah.
And so is that is this a normal pass, or is this somebody's not paying attention, or
Yeah,
thoughts,
I know.
or
I saw the Tops letter that they released on Instagram, and I commented on that letter, and I basically said, thank you for communicating with the hobby, something to that effect. But then I put my following sentence was, that wasn't so hard, was it? Because a couple of things that I see here. Number one, I am grateful that they are at least addressing the issue. And from past practice where we don't get much explanation on anything and we're left to kind of figure things out as a hobby.
Yeah.
But they did take the time, they did move to fix this. So kudos for them on that. Secondly would be, they make a great point in their follow-up, is where in the grand scheme of things, when you look at all the autographs that they do get, it's a very small fraction where we have mistakes like this one, as egregious as this one. And so I don't know, I guess extend a little bit of grace on this one, so long as it doesn't become an ongoing thing. But then we have this other issue that you bring up where we have another miscue. And I don't know, have they explained that situation at all?
No, they've
No.
been pretty much dark on it. They have been issuing the signature style on Tops UK Twitter, but I guess the the whatever release that the Tops was, at least they're getting a real autograph. It may be not the right person's autograph, but it is an autograph. So it's not a facsimile of a autograph. Again, I don't think I have it handy, but even so, what I did was I bought on the pre-sale, bought some product, and one of them included the checklist, and right on the back of a pre-printed, it's in a bag with pages and the checklist and everything else. Right on the back, it says signature style, and so it's not like they didn't have this. This had to be pre-printed, assembled, and then sent out. So like the turbo attacks, that verbiage was in there. So I don't know how that disconnect between the description and the actual product that was released. This, to your point, this other version with somebody signing that card, it is a real autograph. It's just not the right person pictured on the card. It is a small run of the autographs in the product. So I know it's kind of two different things, but it's like it just seems like there's these two miscues right there. So
yeah.
Well, and the thing is, like, with it being a $2,000 product, that's also a pretty big problem. But the other thing is, hopefully they can learn from this too, to make sure that in some way they check and make sure that these are legit, because I wish I had a Randy Rosarena autograph by me, because I could show you the autograph is, he puts a smiley face in like the middle of it, like it's crazy. So like you could tell when I saw that, I'm like, there is no way in the world that that's his autograph.
So I think, Logan, he is saying he definitely does not trust Fanatics. So I don't know if this is just the Tops, or if this the Fanatics infiltration, or they're valued at 19 billion. So Fanatics is a massively large corporation, and so trickling down, and then you have I don't know if you guys have remembered, through a merger or whatever acquisition, you have corporate culture. Eventually, Tops has a corporate culture, Fanatics has a corporate culture, and they're wrestling to which one will survive. If that makes any sense for guys that have worked at multiple places.
Yeah, and I'm one where, if Fanatics, I hope Fanatics continues to make the improvements needed that we've been desperately wanting. And case in point with this, and I've been talking about it for a very long time on my YouTube channel, but there should be communication with the hobby in some way. I get, well, Topps released a press release statement on this topic, and it's like, okay, that's great. Where's that information at? Where can I verify that information? Where can I log into a website, a blog, Topps blog website, where they send all these press releases and all these explanation of miscues like they did today or yesterday on Instagram. But if somebody collecting runs across this card 10 years from now, and they're looking at trying to figure out why do these two autographs look the same, what's a resource that somebody's going to have to go back and kind of verify what happened? And I wish they would create some type of system where we can go back and reference some of these miscues. And I think it'd be great for the hobby.
That's a very good, I would say, idea. You have, all these multiple issues going on every year. So I wonder if it needs to be on their hobby checklist. I don't know if Topps keeps their checklist, so they should edit that so that if somebody goes to that checklist, I guess on Topps maybe, but
so it should be, yeah.
I looked at like Topps's site for the TurboTax checklist and didn't see it. They're pretty, I don't want to say bad, but Panini's pretty good. We actually get that checklist for the NASCAR products a week before it's actually released. But I did go out to Topps website to look for a checklist to see what was going on with that signature, if that was real or not. That's one of the reasons I ordered and pre-ordered that starter pack from Topps, so that I could have a checklist, since it's not on trading card database, or like I said, on their website. But I think if they need to include that or something in the checklist on the Topps site, so that they know, hey, that this is a redemption, or needs to be returned or something for something or whatever.
Because I get that a lot when I look at rookie card issues that have occurred, and there have been a ton. But when I'm doing research and trying to find out information, it's never. I'm a guy that I want reliable sources. I don't want to base my information solely on a hobby forum thread. And so when I go to look up legitimate resources, I can't find any, or I shouldn't say any, but I can't find. They're few and far between where I can actually pinpoint on a reliable resource.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if there's any more comments in the chat.
Yeah, I wanted to also encourage the chat at this point. The reason I got involved with Hobby Hotline is because I love the format. I love the concept of being able to call in or being able to leave a chat a question. But I'm fairly new to Hobby Hotline, so I was you. When I'm saying you, I'm speaking to the chat. I was you for a very long time. I've been watching Hobby Hotline since the beginning. And I never called in, not one time, mainly because, Saturday morning, I haven't even combed my hair yet. I got coffee breath and I don't feel like getting on the online, but I also encourage folks, leave a question, at least communicate through the chat. If you have questions, comments, or would like to get involved in that aspect, please do so.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I want to hear all your guys' thoughts too. Even if it's Brad coming on to tell a dad joke, which I hope it's not that, but sometimes you gotta hear a dad joke on Saturday morning.
Sorry, guys, just working on something here.
Let's see what people have in the chat. Let's see what people have in.
John, you're getting kind of personal there, Buster.
Oh, you asked for it here.
And Brad doesn't want me to threaten him, I guess. Oh, man. I was just looking at the chat, and I pop back on the StreamYard, and there's Brad.
Don't threaten. Don't threaten. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Hey, Brad.
Brody, can't wait to see you in a couple weeks, buddy.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how much taller I am.
Dude, if it's not at 2 feet, it's going to be awesome.
Guys, we have somebody who joined the show here.
Big Scott.
Big Scott 35.
What's up?
Hey, how y'all doing? First time caller, long time listener. How you doing?
All right. All right.
Yeah, actually, Val, I talked to you a hot minute the last Hickory show. I think you were set up at down here. Yeah, I'm in Winston, so not too far away from there. Yeah, the tops thing, I saw where they're like, give somebody a box. If you got one of those, you get a box and then a card or whatever. But they need to tell us how that happened and why it happened. Because to me, this isn't the first time. I mean, for just tops and other products, if it's an assistant signing, somebody's mama signing. I know during COVID they couldn't have somebody there watching, but they signed these contracts. So was it somebody inside? Like Brody said, it looked like the same person signed it. So that kind of seems like, it was in tops that it happened. So, they need to kind of let everybody kind of know what's going on. And I don't think Fanatics is involved yet. I mean, it's totally Tops is running Tops. So I just thought, maybe it's kind of wishy-washy like that. And then the other thing with the facsimile thing, I just think that's Tops being Tops, playing word games and things like that, and buyer beware type of thing. So that it's a sad thing, but Tops, I think, just has so much going on that they have lower. They got so many people doing so many things that things slide through the cracks. And I don't think they mean to do it, but hey, maybe whoever's doing that doesn't even understand when it's a signature on there and a facsimile that it's different. Because I run into that in the regular hobby world as it is. It's a facsimile signature and people are trying to sell it as a real signature. So,
it's a great point too, Scott, because I think, we can understand as collectors, hey, things happen when we're at work. You know, sometimes mistakes happen. You know,
Right.
and they're probably up against where certain people don't return. They're supposed to sign X amount of cards by this date, but they don't. So now they've already created the checklist, and they've got to create something else to kind of fill in the gap, right? But just explain that to us. You know what I mean? So it doesn't seem like we're being thrown out to the wolves to just figure it out ourselves.
Right. And I mean, I'm a big baseball collector, so I deal with Topps a lot. And, you know, it's just tough to get anything from them right now. They're just throwing stuff at us, and things just slide through the cracks if it's on their website or anything like that. I mean, I've been watching a lot of breaks on the new the stuff that was supposed to come out last year, the Platinum Anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
That is so, I don't know who did quality control on that, but that's so off-centered. Just poor quality control. I don't know if it was done in the Italy program or wherever we were having those problems last year. But man, they look beautiful, but man, they're bad, just poorly off-centered, a lot of them. So
yeah, I do know that is a 700 card checklist too.
Yes.
Which is another thing that's,
Wow.
you know, I mean, it's the same as regular Chrome. It's the 24 packs, 4 cards per pack. So you have to buy quite a bit if you want to try to get that whole set.
right.
It's a lot for a set.
Yeah, I think my buddy Mike O has opened like 30 boxes and hasn't even, like, I asked him, hey, have you got X card? And he's like, yeah, I have one of that one. So, you know, he wants those Phillies cards, and I mean, he sells them too, but I mean, it's just, if you're trying to go for that set, that's a definitely single set to purchase, not buy the boxes. But I bought a box. I'm just waiting for it to get here from Topps. So, but I just want to come on and say Topps has a lot of issues going on, and you know, it ain't just that. I just think they got so much going on, a lot of turmoil, like you said, Val. You know, with the upper, they're trying to hold on to their jobs when this merger starts going on. So they are just trying to show, hey, we can run this still the same way. I've gone through it in my life, in my business, being bought, and you know, it's always a tricky time with the upper management. You see a lot of nervousness going around, so they have a lot going on there. So I just want to come on first time, say hi to y'all. I'm glad Texas Car Dude come on. He makes me giggle at least.
That just does nothing but encourage me to tell dad jokes. That's all that.
You can tell it don't bother me. I giggled when I first came on and saw the first one. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know you were a dad. I'm not a dad. I tell uncle jokes. So
there you go. Well, Brody asked not to, so I already told like 2 or 3. So I won't tell anything more than at least 15 today. So
right, and I saw Victor, and that's my brother from another mother. So I had to come on and say
jump
hi.
on anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on.
If you see Victor at the show, he gives the best man hugs out there. I'm the one to tell you that. He's been on my channel a few times, so shameless plug. And then, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll keep watching. See you.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, Scott.
All right, our next topic here: dad jokes for new dads.
Yeah.
Let's see what I can find.
Tell me your dad went and got that book out of his collection and slid it to you while you were standing there.
Yes, he did.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Much appreciated. Much appreciated.
So what did the stamp say to the envelope? Stick with me, kid. I'll take you places.
Oh, there you go. See, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Dad jokes.
So Brody, before you get started with that, I was able to get. I think you wanted the Prism.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to talk about this. So Prism was delayed a lot for quite a bit. The cards do look nice. I think it's a cool design, but the one thing is is that all the rookies are in their college uniforms and photoshopped.
What?
Yeah. So
They had draft picks?
wherever Josh Christopher went, he's playing college basketball in that picture. And I don't know how they did if they were like G League or international, but that's like some of the international pictures. They're just like ugly because there's not many pictures of them. So it was kind of, they still look really cool, but some of the pictures just aren't great. Like you can like the Zion dunking one, you could tell from Prism a couple of years ago. Like that's like they did it in the rookie premiere, but then there's one of like Cade Cunningham where his legs like half in midair while he's dribbling the ball. Like it's just like some stuff you can tell like yeah, there it is. Like you could tell they didn't just do that at the rookie premiere.
Well,
And
we know that they've airbrushed.
A lot of people thought that too because they delayed it for quite a bit, not too long, but a lot of people thought it was because they were gonna fix that and try to get some actual shots in, but I guess not.
Well, you know that they've airbrushed cards since forever, so it doesn't really surprise me to some length. In reusing pictures, they've done that before. So, but to delay the product and then come out with something that's this lackadaisical. I'll use lackadaisical instead of any other. It's kind of disappointing. It's kind of disappointing because unless they were expecting something to happen and it didn't happen, and then they rushed to bring this product out, that I could see that, but I mean, all that does is for guys with that collect errors and misprints and stuff like that. That just gives guys like us more to go for.
Wait, there's the Josh Giddey I was talking about. It's like you could tell it's not a premiere because like he's not even really like holding the ball. He's like in the middle of a dribble or in the middle of maybe going to pass it, and like you see his entire thigh.
That's weird.
Yeah, that.
So what do you think about that, Victor? You're the rookie card guy.
What's that?
You're the rookie card guy. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't like it.
No, sir, don't like it.
How you really feel?
It comes off lazy. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I don't. What else can you say about it? I mean, Panini and NBA cards, they do have the license for rookie cards. I mean, it's a legit rookie card. I just, if we're recycling photos, it's just, man, I don't know, that shouldn't be an issue in today's world. I don't think.
Mm-hmm. I do like the design's not bad. I like the background too. It's almost like Prism Black kind of design. I mean, they're cool cards, but the pictures are just I don't know.
Of course, how much is that stuff a box?
I think hobby is about 1,000, and first off the line's like 2,000, somewhere in that range, I think.
All right, so I'm out.
That makes no sense.
I think the SRP was 300, but there was another interesting thing is there was a 75th anniversary card, and they did an optic insert for it, which I thought was kind of interesting. Yeah, there you go.
This one, 75 years of.
Yeah. So I don't know why they put it into Prism with the optic logo. I thought that was kind of weird too. And it says Donruss Optic on the back too. So that was kind of, I don't know, just weird.
Well, Chronicles has everything in it, and Optic has some Donruss has Optic previews in their football products. Maybe that's what it needs to be. I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
If you remember last year, they had the rookie premiere in football. They had the rookie premiere Optic previews,
Mhm.
which was
Yeah.
that was a cool chase. But 75 years, I agree, Brody. This doesn't make logical sense, but it's sports cards, so logical and you know all that entails. It does. I mean, it doesn't really have to make sense anymore
That's very true.
because you do you, boo.
Yeah.
So it just it doesn't. I don't know. I agree here. Everyone looks like a spider.
Yeah. Yeah, it is the background. I like the black, but then they've got like 8 legs coming on. I don't know. It's weird.
Hey, so what do
Well,
we can we switch topics real quick?
Yes,
Go
of
ahead.
course.
I see it in the chat, but the PSA announcement for $18 submissions.
Yeah.
Good, bad, cool, let's do it, or no thanks.
So you have to have the membership, right, to
Yep.
Collectors Club, and I think it's $199 or less for value, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Who's submitting? Everybody submitting?
Well, I'm giving my cards to somebody to submit. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 20 card minimum, right? Yeah. So if you don't have 20 cards.
Yeah, I think
at least
as a set registry guy, where a lot of the values are small in some of the registries that I do, I like the price point, and I will more than likely be taking advantage of this since it's been a year and a half since I submitted anything.
So you're talking $360 for a 20 card submission. I'm a set registry guy too, so I'll have to. This is the time to try to catch up on some of that.
I like how they're strategically doing it, so it's only for a limited window. I like, and it's only for a limited number of cards. So I think they're trying to control, not getting swarmed, and they're trying to keep it manageable. And I like that concept, anyways.
So not getting swarmed. Who's going to be the guy that does the video, Victor, that starts the front of the PSA line and for 30 minutes takes us a walking video of that line at the National?
Wrapped around the building, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, go ahead, Brody.
No. Oh, I was going to say for me anyway. So it's submitting all my Ty Gibbs rookie cards now. So
yeah, I thought you were going to say something, Brody. Sorry, I heard something. Looked
I
over.
was laughing. They're good.
No, that $18 price point will continue to put downward pressure on already graded cards. Yeah, I like the dollar amount. Finally, I mean, finally we're getting to the level where the set registry guys can get in, where the set registry guys can start completing all the cards that they've wanted to put in. But what's to prevent somebody being a set registry guy of wanting to set registry all of the Wander Franco cards?
Mm-hmm.
Or any of the other Ty, or any of the Ty freaking Gibbs cards.
Well, it's 150-day turnaround, business days, not 150 days. So
Yeah.
What's that? 3/4 of a year.
Well, think about it this way: 2022, 2021 Panini football just came out. So if you think about the timing, if I had any Prism quarterback rookie cards and I gave them at the National now, I'd have them back before the end of the first quarter season of football, which would be at that point, about that time, you know what you are as far as teams are concerned. So if you're willing to take a risk at doing Mac Jones, Trevor Lawrence, all of those rookies out of the Prism cards, take them to the National, just about that time, you'd hit it just about right. So it would actually be fairly interesting to see how many Prism cards through the grapevine get done by now. So
Yeah, I think I like the price point. Obviously, I mean, $18 isn't bad, but I think a lot of my stuff I'll probably submit to Beckett instead. But that's just me personally.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait for Beckett's announcement to come out at the national. I can't wait. I love the fact that uh, they've got a guy that's operational that's going to be running operations, and they got a CEO that's forward thinking and a visionary that knows that you take your vision, you put guys that can run your vision, and then you get out of the way and you let it go. And then if it kind of unrights the ship, you write it back. I think everybody's going to love. I hope everybody loves, including me, what Beckett announces at the national. So it's going to be. I think that's going. I'm definitely going to be one around there. Who was it that made their Upper Deck said they got big announcements coming up at their main stage this this year. So it'll be very interesting to see what Upper Deck does during their main stage time. Um, there's just a lot that I think is going to happen here at the National that we've actually got, you know, big news that is finally coming out at the National. So
Logan was
yeah,
saying that he thought it said calendar days, but it just says 150-day estimated turnaround time, and they're estimates only, not guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes, please, yes, please, yes. As long as I can get my Cheech and Chongs back in a reasonable time.
So Brad, you were talking about all the announcements. I missed some of that. So Beckett's going to make a big announcement.
Yeah, Beckett should make 2 or 3 big announcements. Their new CEO should be in place. Upper Deck says that they're going to make announcements. SGC hasn't said anything yet, although we probably should get this week, or I would bet this week we'll know. By the end of this week we should know who's grading live and who's not grading live. Although I think last year they really liked not having a great big huge staff and just taking submissions. We know that ComC is going to be there taking submissions. Um, we know there's going to be a lot of a ton of autographs. Oh my gosh! I listen to Sports Card Nation Friday's release podcast with Mike Moynihan. Cheap plug. Hello Newman. For just for all the autograph people, it's insane. It's insane. Some of them, if I didn't have, I would actually stand in line. Like Montana, Sanders, Smith, Marino. I mean, there's some big freaking names, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I've got it listed over there.
Yeah, I mean, who was the one that really shocked me was I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, but there was one I went, what in the Brother Strawberry. So Daryl Strawberry.
Darryl Strawberry, Dwight Gooden, Bobby Hull. I thought it was really cool that the Sandlot cast is going to be there, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, to try to get those Topps archives. They did the Sandlot set. That'd be really cool to get those signed.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Marino, Joe Montana, Bobby Hull.
Yeah, Bobby Hull. I heard Brody that there was a line for autographs for Brody. So
there was Bo Jackson.
Yeah, Bo Nose is going to be there. Drew Pearson, Tony Dorsett. There's a ton of Cowboys.
Barry Sanders,
Mean Joe Green. Edie, Eric Dickerson. Oh, God, I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Agwell, Chipper.
Why are some names highlighted in green? What's that about?
I think those VIPs, right?
Yeah, that's VIP.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, if you bought the VIP, there are so many free that you can get. So,
Victor, you're doing an autograph line this year too, aren't you?
No.
Emmitt Smith. I mean, it's like everybody and anybody from the 90s and 80s. Ricky Henderson, Wade Boggs. It's just an incredible lineup.
I'm trying to figure out if Brody can autograph a baseball.
Of course you can.
I can easily.
I mean, you can spend the whole show just in the autograph lines.
You could just spend the whole show at the autograph lines, and I'm torn. I'm really, really torn. I want to get Brother Strawberry's autograph, and I say brother. So if you don't know, Darryl Strawberry used to be, just a great big huge alcohol drug abuser while he was a player. Well, now he's a Baptist minister and has his own church and his own missions and goes around the United States doing public speaking. So I call him Brother Strawberry because he's a Baptist minister and I go to a Baptist church. So that's why I call him Brother Strawberry. I just think it's pretty cool.
He's actually going to be here in Charlotte at one of the Knights games. I think it is August 16th. But I don't know if I told you, Brad. So coming back from the Dallas Card Show last year, I ran into him at the baggage claim in Charlotte.
Where's my autograph, Al? Where's my autograph?
I didn't have anything, and I didn't want to be that guy, but I did talk to him for about 5-10 minutes about me growing up as a Mets fan and watching them in '86 and me moving to the South, actually. And I always remember that I moved to South Carolina when the Mets were 25 games in first place in '86. So,
yeah, it's just that, and Darryl Strawberry was my first baseball player that I ever really, really followed. So,
and that '83 Topps traded rookie card.
Yes, I had that and a baseball signed, and I lost it in a move. So, that'd be pretty cool.
I see Floyd Mayweather on there. I wonder how much he's charging to sign.
I didn't see prices for all of them.
He's probably going to want $1 million for the hour. He doesn't do nothing for cheap.
I hope Brody. I was hoping for a Brody auto, but the prices are too rich for my blood. How much you charging for an autograph, Brody? That's what I want to know.
I'd say it's solid $40. I'm on the same level as Dominique Wilkins, pretty much.
I got dad jokes. Will you take dad jokes as payment?
Oh, I got dad jokes for you. I still got my book out.
Give me one. Give me one.
This one's for Val, though, because this is a nice one for him. What do parents feed an infant if they want them to grow up to be a race car driver?
Oh, I like that. I don't know.
Formula One.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
All right, this is a good one though. What did the big beer name its baby? Microbrew.
Total dad joke. Total dad joke.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of trade. Go ahead, Brody. Go ahead.
How can you tell if a snake is a baby? It has
a little rattle. Yeah, it has a little rattle.
Hey, Val's doing good.
There you go.
All right, I got. Look, are you done there, Brody?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One more before it.
Let me find a good one.
I want to do a hot topic.
All right.
And I got the autograph prices if you want to look at anybody.
Let's see. The greatest birthday present ever for my father.
It's exciting and new.
Oh, here we go, Brad. Who do you call to take care of a mosquito infestation? Yeah, there you go. I can't talk today. Saturday morning.
I don't know who.
The SWAT team.
Yeah.
All right, Victor, what do you got?
Greatest birthday present ever.
Save us.
In other news, PSA making the announcement that they are going to grade the 84-85 Star Company.
Yeah.
Oh
wow.
Oh my goodness. Don't get me started here. So great, great for who? I don't know. I'm really conflicted with this. I'm actually dropping a video tonight at 8 p.m. on the topic. It's a
Cheap plug.
premiere. I've set it up as a premiere. But I'm really hot under the collar because now it's triggering a debate. Once again, we're peeling back the scab on which one is Michael Jordan's true rookie card. The comments are endless. The memes are excellent. And it's like, here we go again. We've awakened a sleeping giant.
Do you want to give a little background on why they haven't been graded yet?
Well, it's one of them things where the and I don't want to give too much of my video, but
No, of course
it,
not. But at least so people understand
yeah,
why PSA has chosen not to, because Beckett has chosen to grade them. If I remember right.
correct. The Star Company, PSA, the Star Company had the NBA license between 1983 and 1986. They were the only company licensed to print NBA basketball cards. And in 84, 85, they included a Michael Jordan card in their set, card number 101. After they gave up their license, Fleer picked up the license, and Fleer made a Jordan card, the famous 1986 Fleer Jordan. And so when in 1990, when Beckett released their first NBA monthly magazine, they deemed the 84 star the XRC and the Fleer card the true rookie, the rookie card, for lack of a better term. And the reason why the XRC came into play on the Star is because of the um, limited the distribution method. Right, their distribution method was completely not what the hobby expectations were. They were very limited in supply, and their distribution was in poly bags, distributed at local card shows and card shops. So that just, and for those reasons, it's been labeled the XRC for years. But now it's rare, right? There's only like 1,100 known that have been graded between PSA and Beckett. And so now what we have is the investor types, which there's nothing wrong with that, but this is right up their alley. This is what they really like, right? Because there's rarity and there's demand. And so what does that mean? That means we love it. And so now PSA, they opted to stop grading in 1991 because there were some counterfeits that were going around and nobody can really put their finger on what was going on. So PSA said, you know what? We're not grading star cards anymore. Well, now the announcement last week is PSA is indeed going to be grading these once again. And so now here we go. Well, why did they do that? Is the 84 the true rookie card and the 86 is not?
So I think the winners are going to be everybody who has the 84 star cards or whatever year it is that either already graded. They're going to see a massive, I think, influx or demand for those cards. And then the 86 Fleer basketball, I'm not sure about. But there's other stars in there as well, not just Jordan, right? You have what Dominic
Sure.
Wilkins and some other guys. So it's kind of like opens the floodgates for all those guys now, I think.
Right.
But, if you had bought, because those star cards actually, I remember, are, since the last 15, whatever years, those didn't command the prices because they were kind of overlooked because everybody was after the Flair basketball, if I'm remembering right.
And
So
they're not readily available. I mean, they're
and that's true. They are tough, yeah. But I always kind of stayed away because I knew about their counterfeits, or I knew there were counterfeits, and I didn't know, or there was no source, like we were talking about, who could actually tell me who was a counterfeit and what wasn't, or I didn't do the research, and so I just it was easy for me just to stay away.
No, I this is one of those things that I believe. I kind of believe Pepino's man's. He hasn't exactly hit the nail on the head, but I think he's pretty close, because this hobby has gotten really close in the past, 6 to 8 months a year of really the pump and dump has gotten pathetic. And it, I found an 87 Fleer. I mean, I shared it in the chat, in our private chat. 87 Fleer King Griffey Jr. rookie card. Some dude was trying to get $75 for it because it was come on. So I think the pump and dump's gotten a little bit ridiculous. However, in this situation, if you're talking about straight player era cards, Victor, I'm doing this slowly because I want to see Victor just go off when I finish this sentence. I think the star cards are the true rookie cards.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about year, I'm a fan of whatever year he makes his debut. That's the rookie card. So I don't understand the whole argument of these second year, third year cards being rookie, unless you get the Joe Green situation where he's a rookie, and then 3 or 4 years later he comes out with a first card. Then that situation I understand. But if there's a card the year he's a rookie, that's a rookie card. I don't care if it's legit, not legit, whatever.
Now you're looking at it through kind of the guidelines that we have today, and you make a very valid point. But for this situation, what we have to do is place ourselves back in that time. What were the guidelines? What was the structure that was set up in the 80s? Okay, and the spirit of the rookie card back in the 80s was that there had to be fair and equal distribution for owning said cards. Now, when you make a product as limited as 84, it's not mainstream. The Star Company cards never made it to the mainstream. The 86, 87 was the set that went mainstream. And so looking at it through that lens, the spirit of the rookie card guidelines in the 80s was that there should be fair and equal distribution for everybody to own said card. And 86, 87 meets that criteria.
I think it's like the Topps traded sets. They weren't available in packs or whatever, and you had to go to the hobby store to get them, and so they're kind of denoted as the XRC, but not true rookie cards.
So we all deserve to get a medal. I mean, there's your argument. I mean, it doesn't. I mean, if it's available versus readily available, I understand, but it just that argument just leads into so much gray area. It's not even funny. I mean, what is readily available? Is it readily available up in New York? Is it readily available to the entire U.S.?
That's regional. Then that's yeah. It has to be.
But it's readily available up in New York.
Is it that would be a regional? Then that doesn't qualify.
But I can get it on eBay.
It would be like today. But I'm talking. Place yourself in 1986.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me get my mullet. Let's put my mullet back on. Let me get my hold on. I gotta get my first and I gotta get my Miami Vice jacket with my t-shirt. Okay, let me get into my Okay, now I'm ready. I'm in 1987. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so we got that going on. 1987. I'm there.
You're being dramatic.
That's true. I am.
So we made the distinction now, but some Hobby Champs tells about the 88 Max Earnhardt versus the 89 Max Earnhardt. The 88s were held back but not destroyed, and through time and the magic of whatever, bankruptcy, those 88s have gotten out, and they're kind of considered a rookie card because there's really no information on it, and that's one of the reasons why we do the podcast and other stuff. But we're talking about this 84 Jordan now, but in 10, 15, 20 years, that Jordan 84 is going to be the rookie, I think, until you have unless you're looking at Beckett. So if you have to show and you don't have a Beckett, you're going to see that at 84. So I don't know.
I agree. I agree in concept, Victor. I really do. I 100 and 1 bazillion % understand. I think it needs to just be simpler. That's all. It just needs to be simple. That's all.
Well,
And
tune
Brody,
into his show to find out. Right, Victor?
That's right.
When
tune
does it
in to
drop?
the night show. When's it drop?
8 p.m. Central Time.
8 p.m. Central.
But it really, I just think, knowing the history of Nat Turner with PSA, it just, I don't know, to me, and I get into the details in my video, but to me, it just comes off a little self-serving to me. And I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And now we have, we've awakened sleeping dogs, and now we have to like relive or rehash all of this, true RC of Michael Jordan. And we're trying to rewrite history, and I got a real problem with that. And there's just too much going, too much. I don't mind people questioning, okay, because we should be asking why. But I do have a problem when we're trying to rewrite it. Yes, ask your why, learn from the history, enjoy the history, but respect the history. And don't come off trying to rewrite and trying to pump up to who's this going to benefit? The 1,100 or so people that actually own one. And if you consider crackouts and reslabs, it's probably a lot less than 1,100 people. So
And the auction houses.
Yeah, and I don't know, that's just, it just comes off as
Don't forget to get your triple logo, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, you gotta throw that out there, man.
What's that?
Don't throw that hate out there, Ricky Bobby.
We're gonna go into hour 2 if we don't get off the subject.
Yeah, I'll say we passed.
You're the one that started it. You're the one that started this mess.
We're in hobby overtime, so.
Brody's got a baseball game he's got to go to.
I actually do have a game today.
Yep.
You think rookie
eligibility, or when they first appears in a major league game? So, but
yeah, it's
next week.
It's not what I say; it's what the Players Association has already established.
Yeah, I would agree.
The rules and the guidelines state that a rookie card is when a player makes it to the pro level.
So I know that the Fleer Jordans are high right now, but that doesn't mean those star cars won't.
They're gonna go to the moon now. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So
Hobby's gonna decide.
Just look at the Lewis Hamilton 2005 or 2006 for sure. So that's a $200,000, $50,000 to $200,000 card. So auction houses are doing well. So anyway, like I said, it's about 10 after or 8 after 12 here. So we can wrap it up. If there's anything else, you guys, anything quickly in the chat.
No, the chat. We're caught up on the chat.
Okay.
I just wanted to say too, since we're so close to the National, Pristine Auctions is doing the charity auction this year for the National. There's a lot of stuff up there already, and I am going to be putting up a big lot too. I've already got about $500 and stuff, and it's going to keep growing. So just stay tuned for that. Excited for it.
Everybody put bids on the Pat Tillman.
Yes, I saw that. That is a very cool card.
Yeah.
All
right, guys. Anything else? Brad, Victor show 8 Central tonight. Where's that? Is it on YouTube?
Victor, the rookie card specialist on YouTube. Yes, sir.
Okay. Brody, anything else for you?
You could just watch the daily rip on Brody TK on Twitter and Brody the Kid One on Instagram, and hopefully Brad doesn't tell you dad joke in the comments.
Man, now you just gave me complete and total ideas for the.
Yeah, I know that was. I'll have to scrub that. All right. Well, like I said, wrap it up here. You can catch me and Jason Logan on NASCAR Radio. Our podcast, video, YouTube drop on Friday. You can catch them all formats, like I said. So, but for me and the guys, appreciate you watching. Let me see real quick. Tuesday, another show for you, and we're gonna have John, Ryan, Nolan, Herman and Chris Harris on July 12th at 9 p.m. Eastern. Just want to let you know. So another cast of characters to check out on Tuesday night. So, all right, guys, have a great weekend, safe weekend, and the guys will catch you on Tuesday. Bye, guys.